So I'm fake.
When
This
you
is all
guys know,
fake. It's
I'm
not
plastic.
real.
You're not real. I'm not
I'm a
real.
robot.
We're
That
living
whole
in the
thing's real.
Matrix. Your face just comes down and you're a robot. Yeah, like red eyes, like Terminator.
No, honestly, I am. I feel like I'm a fake. I feel like I'm an imposter. I feel like I'm just starting this podcast right now, in case you didn't know.
That's fine with me.
And I'll explain that in just a second. But Jake is here, so I wanted to have you guys say hey to Jake.
Howdy, hey.
He can't hear you. But...
Always good to be back. I can't hear you if you're talking to the computer, but it is always good to be here. So, yeah.
So no, I think I felt that way, honestly, because I don't know. I am naturally a shy person, and I knew coming into this, it would take a while for me to get comfortable, but I feel like I'm not completely myself, and people are getting like one side of me, which is like a true,
watered down,
yeah,
version,
like not an
kinda.
honest, like, because I am, yes, I love Jesus. I will choose him every single day, every single time, but I'm not speaking of Jesus 24/7.
Right. You're not preaching on the street.
I'm not
You know
doing
what I
that.
mean?
Who knows what will happen? I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's my goal one day.
Something might happen. I don't know. But
it's a good goal.
I just felt like I wasn't being totally myself on here. And I think it was inhibiting not only me, but like the viewer's point of view of me or a connection. And I don't know. I just want to be myself, because normal me is like goofy and
laughing, jokes and giggle. Which you see that like some of the videos we've done together, like when you posted the behind the scenes, that's like a little taste, of like how we are off camera, I guess you could say, but like we were on camera then.
Yeah,
but
it like immediately switches when we know
camera's on. It's like on. Okay, good little church boy, good little church girl. We're just
And you know that about me too. Is like I'm normally when we're together and we're having a conversation, like sometimes I feel like it's just one long bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And if people were like looking in from the outside, they're like, "What is wrong with these people? Like, what are you even talking about?
What are you speaking about?"
But we know.
And it's like a whole different language.
Yeah. Like we're comedians or actors that are like comedic actors or something. Like, no, we're not.
People like stand there for 2 minutes and then be like, I don't know. They just walk off. Because they don't even.
But we're so focused in on it. That we don't even realize they're wrong. Yeah,
like
but that's
10 minutes into it,
Yeah, and that's me really. But a part of it too is like I think, I'm not extroverted. So I knew it was going to take time, and I'm like, man, I've been doing this for like 6 months, and I still feel like I'm sitting weird. I'm like,
where do I put my legs? Where do I put my hands?
Yeah, like if I'm being comfortable, it's like this. My legs are up closer to my body. I don't know.
Yeah, you got to be you.
And then also, I'm in my church, and my pastor was kind enough to let me use this, and I'm so grateful, because I don't know where I would be with this whole podcast if I didn't have the space.
Oh, for sure.
And the congregation, all said okay, the committee.
It's a perfect place to do it.
But it does kind of feel like it puts a little pressure on me.
Yeah, right.
So I felt like I couldn't be myself because of that reason.
Right.
And I don't think my pastor would actually like that. And like God has given me a sense of humor.
There's a reason for that.
I don't think I should just be portrayed as like little goody two shoes or
for sure
whatever you want to
say. Because we're like, we talked the other day, like we're all just sinners, man. We're all humans, we're all dirty humans. Like we all have our ticks and bits about us, like that that isn't necessarily pure or in the Lord's eye, I guess, but like that's known though. It's everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And it's not like being goofy is a sin. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, we were made in his image. So I have, my thoughts are, he has a sense of humor.
Oh, that dude's got a sense of humor.
Yeah. Right?
Say that dude, like he's just
my
like,
man's got
like a dude.
Yeah.
No.
My Lord.
The Lord has a sense of humor for sure.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think I'm going to just try to be more myself. And if hopefully people can connect to that more instead of me feeling like I'm being somebody else. And honestly, I mean, you've seen my sense of humor and how we joke all the time, but my husband obviously has seen it even more so. And I feel like a lot of my family members probably haven't even my parents maybe haven't even like fully seen me. I mean, Renell tells me, my husband, you know that.
I know that.
He tells me all the time, like, you're so weird, but he's like cracking up,
Oh yeah,
laughing at
it's
me.
funny weird.
And then in the same sentence, he'll be like, I love you. Like, because of my sense of humor, you
Yeah,
know?
because that's
So,
it's a good thing to have.
yeah.
You have like, and just in my opinion about it, I feel like you have to have a sense of humor in this life.
Yeah.
That's why I love comedy. I mean,
Mhm.
it just there's a lot of bad things that happen on this
Yeah.
planet,
Mhm.
but you can bring light to that and try to
Yeah.
make humor out of things. And it's not like I watched Mark Norman talking about it, and he was saying that um he can't stand that like people get angry at jokes
Mm.
because he doesn't mean it. It's a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a
Yeah.
joke.
And
Like,
some jokes are pretty crude. Like
oh man,
old me
some are rough.
probably could have been more like vulgar or say things that are
Oh, for
like,
sure.
"Ooh, that was a little harsh." I think I'm a little more mindful now that I've continued to walk in my
No,
path
there's a
with
limit.
Christ,
There's a
but there
limit
is a
for
limit.
sure.
Yeah, like I think I was telling, maybe it was you the other day. I was like, I feel like I'm like the female version of Theo Von, but
Yeah.
less vulgar. Because when I'm watching him, well, yes, I watch Theo Von.
He's
I'm a
so
Christian.
funny.
I'm sorry.
He's
But
so
he
funny.
is so funny, but he's so genuine
He
though.
is.
And I feel like he really does have a really good heart
Yeah.
for people.
Yeah.
And it's like his just like stories and the things that he's been through in his life are crazy.
It is. And
You
like,
know?
and he knows who he is, and he's
Yeah.
like not afraid of that either. He's like,
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of another thing. Like doing this, it's like he just says whatever he's thinking, and it is what it is.
yeah, he
And I'm
don't
like,
care.
wouldn't the freedom to do that just be, gosh,
Yeah.
and
To be
feel
able
great.
to
I
just,
feel great.
I mean, that's something that
Yeah.
needs to be done for sure. Like, you need
Mhm.
to just don't like worry too much about what people are going to think. Granted, I get the pressure because of the church,
Mhm.
but at the same time, like, I don't think God wants you holding back who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't
Yeah,
think your
that was a
pastor,
struggle for me.
I don't think your
Yeah.
pastor wants you holding back who
Yeah.
you are just
Yeah.
to, appease people in the church or
Your
anybody that
parents,
your
your
parents or people,
siblings,
anyone
or
that's watching,
mhm.
like, anyone that knows you knows you.
Right. And
And
I'm not here to please them. I'm here to please God.
absolutely.
And that's
Yeah.
it. And I'm gonna fail sometimes, and I'm gonna say the
We
wrong
all
things. I mean,
fail.
I was just on here telling the story about Joseph, and then I was like, man, I forgot a couple things I probably should have said.
Right.
But I do always say, just I'm giving you an overview. Get into the Bible yourself and read the story. It's so
For
much
sure.
better than how I can explain it.
Oh
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
I couldn't.
So,
I can't.
but I am gonna wrap up this little part about my, trying to be more myself on here. But I did want to say that I do think there's a place for people to come on and have a podcast where they're just speaking directly out of the Bible.
Right.
And it's kind of like a Bible study
Mm-hmm.
with a community, and that's fine. I think I just need to do more to make it feel more authentically me.
For
If that
sure.
makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, because you're not, like you're
Yeah.
not trying to do a Bible study. You're doing
Mhm.
a podcast
Yeah.
discussing Jesus, discussing the Bible, discussing verses out of the Bible, chapters out of the Bible. But like, you're not
Just love for Jesus and people's
right.
stories. I mean, I think that was like my main reason to come on here and do this, is
Oh
like
yeah.
share people's stories.
Oh yeah.
It's hard, especially winter. Like people don't want to come out in the winter. They're
No one
like,
wants
it's
to come out.
snowing.
No one wants to come
I'm
out of the
not
house.
driving to you. I'm sorry.
I don't
And
want
I
to
get
start
it.
my
So
car. I'm not doing it.
I know.
I guess that's illegal anyway. Starting your car is illegal and letting it run. I just
Oh,
read this. It's called puffing.
there you go.
There you have it. So don't be
That could be
puffing. Your car.
mistaken
You might.
these
Yeah.
days. So
Yeah.
um no, but I do, I have some friends, especially one I met recently, and she's like the sweetest, sweetest lady. And I'm not, I don't want to like compare myself to her because we're completely different upbringings and where we were. But I grew up in like a rougher area, like
Mm-hmm.
rough situations around me, rough
Oh, yeah.
people, and went through a lot of things that like turned me into who I am. So I am a little more rough around the edges, a
For
military
sure.
father, 3 older brothers, the things that I went through, my life
Yeah.
experiences created me to be a little bit more rough around the edges. So
Absolutely.
even though I just feel like there's different versions of Christians, and I
Yeah.
don't think we should be treating them differently because they're not the
Mm.
same as you.
No, not at all.
And
Not at all.
yeah, I don't
If you're a
know.
Christian, you're a Christian, and like unless you're absolutely being blasphemous, then
Hmm.
it's like every Christian
Mhm.
isn't going to be, they're not cookie cutter.
Right.
It's not the
Hmm.
same. Like,
Yeah. And wouldn't that be boring if we were all the same? You all
that would
look
be
the same,
boring.
thought the same? Like,
That'd
we'd
be,
just be, we might be going into that
it
route here soon.
seems
Be
like, it
careful.
seems like lately we're kind of gearing
They're
towards,
trying to make us, yeah.
they want us to just be
Oh
the
my gosh.
samesies. And it's
The
like,
same
no, no,
season.
no, no, no.
Yeah. That'd be
Nope.
bad.
Nope.
Yeah.
Not for
Well,
me.
thanks for listening to me rant. Thank you for listening to
Of
me
course.
rant. And hopefully sitting like this just makes me feel so much better.
That's all it
It's
takes
just,
sometimes, just being comfy.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
My dad
That's,
said to me, like, what's up with the blanket? Because I had it on me one day. I'm like,
yeah, I
it was
saw that.
freezing. What do you mean?
It was cold. I wanted a blanket. I did.
And then my
remember
hands
seeing
are underneath it, so the blanket's just
like,
moving
like a
around.
ghost.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But so this is me. We've joked a lot this whole introduction, I'll say, if
Yeah.
that's what you want to call what we've just been doing for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But
Intro.
but yeah, I mean that's me. I mean there are times when we're speaking about Jesus where it gets serious.
We gotta,
and I get that, and I think you understand that as
oh,
well.
100%.
And
100%.
but yeah, all right. We got some stuff to get into though.
Yeah, we do.
And it can be a heavy topic because people like to choose sides. And
Mhm.
I'm on one side, and that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So
The only side I'm on. Yes.
and I love people from both sides of the political aisle.
Yep.
And I it's just differences again.
Uh,
But we all are different for a reason, so
it's
it's
sad.
fine.
It's sad that that people get separated like that.
Mhm.
And a lot of it's political stuff. I mean, at the end of the day, like, we're all sons and daughters of God, and we're all Christian. We're
Mhm.
not, not everybody. I
Right.
mean, but like,
Wouldn't that be great?
that'd be incredible. But like, it's just, it's sad that there's separation because of that, and
Mhm.
so much hatred towards people you don't even really know.
I
You know what I mean?
know.
It's like, you don't know these people.
Yeah.
You don't know what they're going through. Like,
Yes. I
I
know.
don't know. Like,
Ooh, on you saying that, I think about this all the time, especially lately. I've been seeing so many people, Christians, posting on social media, and they tell you if you do this or believe this, you are not a Christian.
yeah, I can't stand that.
And that is so wrong. You don't know what their
It's
relationship
very
is like.
unchristian like
Very.
to be to
It
say that.
makes no if you support ICE, you're not a Christian.
That
Like,
is
how can you tell someone they're
crazy.
not a Christian?
That's
That's like
crazy.
me going up to my husband and be like, I'm sorry, you're not actually black.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wait a minute,
You're
I
like, hold
am
on a minute.
kind of black and I'm also kind of white, so this
No.
doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. It makes zero sense. I don't.
He knows the truth
Right.
about himself.
Right.
And you can't tell me I'm not a Christian because of certain things I believe.
Absolutely.
I know the truth about me.
Yes. I know what my relationship with Christ is.
Mhm.
Like, you can't tell me what my relationship with Christ is.
Right.
I'm a Christian. And
Yeah.
just because you don't agree with certain aspects of what I have going on, or what I believe in outside of my love for Jesus,
Mhm.
doesn't mean you get to try to tell me I'm not a Christian.
Yeah, I feel like that's so
That's
wrong.
bananas.
That's so wrong on
It
so
is.
many levels.
It's wrong. It is.
But that is kind of what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Not really ICE, but
But it's
there's a
involved.
part of it.
Right. It's like a part
Yeah.
of it.
And that's the whole disruption of worship.
Mhm.
And actually, Pastor Matt and I were going to touch on this, but we didn't actually get to that topic. I don't know. We were going to let it come if it may, but it didn't
Right.
end up coming up. So
Right.
we were like, that's fine.
I'm glad we get
but
to
then
discuss it. I'm glad we get to discuss it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like spiritual tug of war there, I think, with a lot of people. I've
Mhm.
seen a lot of people, saying that it was right. A lot of people saying that it was completely wrong. I lean more towards the wrong. I have an opinion. That's my opinion. I
Mhm.
just I don't agree with it.
Well, I mean, the opinion is based off of what we're reading in the Bible.
Right.
So we
I
do
mean,
have that.
yeah,
I
I mean,
don't
that's
know.
what I'm basing it
But
off of.
people interpret things how they want.
Yes.
And then, unfortunately, when you have an agenda, that's what you use it for.
Yeah.
Sadly.
Right.
So,
That's what you get when you start mixing politics into religion. Can't stand it.
but
Can't
excuse
stand
me.
it.
The one that stuck out to me, though, in regards to what day did that happen?
That was it was a Sunday, the 18th of January.
18th of, okay, and that was like they were actually in worship, like in service.
They were in service they were in their Sunday mass. And I don't know like where they were at during their
Mm,
Sunday mass,
right.
but either way, they were in mass. Like
Yeah.
it wasn't like people were leaving the church.
Mhm.
It
Mhm.
was they went into the church.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wild.
That is so
Wrong.
wrong. That is so wrong.
Um,
It was City's church.
yeah. So I wanted to go to Corinthians 14, and this is actually titled, maybe I'll put a little snippet up, Orderly Worship. I am going to read this.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm actually really cold right now, so I hope I'm not shaky. What then, brothers, when you come together, each one has a hymn, a lesson, a revelation, a tongue, or an interpretation. Let all things be done for building up. If any speak in tongue, let there be only two or at most three, and in each take a turn and let someone interpret. So it's kind of saying like let each of us interpret.
Right.
Yep. I don't know what that is.
Oh, mail. Mail
I
call.
keep like random things as bookmarkers. It's like
I,
this piece of
I've done the
mail. I
same
got
thing.
some notes in here from my
Yep.
Bible study.
Sticky notes, stuff
Sorry.
like that.
Um and then if you continue on with 26 through 33 basically, but 14, I think I wrote down a pair so I can remember. 40 is what specifically stuck out to me because that says, but all things should be done decently and in order.
Mhm.
Interrupting and yelling and shouting, cursing, all of that is not decent.
That's not
And it's not
orderly.
order.
That's not
And
orderly.
they are specifically speaking about while in worship.
Right.
So,
That's directly out of the Bible.
mhm.
I mean, and there's a lot of it in the Bible. And what did I say? Is it Mark or Matthew? There's either way. I think it's in Mark alone. There are like 35 or something.
Yeah.
35 different like instances where it brings up church being disrupted. So there's actually a
Mm,
lot about it in
yeah.
the Bible that like speaks on this type of thing.
Mm,
And I mean, and that's why like we always say like read the Bible.
yeah.
Like you'll learn a lot if you read the Bible.
Right.
And even if it's like current in the past, like
Mm-hmm.
the Bible has a lot of
Yeah,
answers. It does.
it does.
It does.
Um, I I know their main reason was because I think maybe one of the leaders in the church
I don't
was
know.
also an ICE member or
It was the
something.
he was like the one of the directors or something or to that
But he
extent.
was up there kind of speaking at the moment,
I believe
right?
so. But
Okay.
to my
I don't know if that's that. I think that was him.
I don't know. I feel like, and this is just what, and I don't know what's true anymore. Like what I
I
read
know. I
online, like it's so
know.
hard to believe pretty much anything I see on the news or online. But yeah, I mean, I know that he was actively participating in mass,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it was directly when he was speaking or if it was just even if he was just in there as a goer, like
Right.
not even
Yeah.
like preaching or anything.
hmm
Still wrong.
Yeah.
Still wrong.
And what's interesting is like I don't think anyone would try to go when Muslims have their call to prayer. Do you think they would go in there and
Mm-mm.
disrupt that?
No,
Ain't a chance.
no,
It's always
no
Christians,
chance.
Jewish people when they're in service.
Mm-mm.
I
No,
don't think so either.
no, I don't.
And
No,
I never would do that.
no,
Even if I was disagreeing with something or somebody within the congregation, I would never do that. Wait outside, do it afterwards. Whatever you need to do is fine. But like during service, it's completely wrong. It's dead wrong. And the woman was a reverend, right? That led the whole thing. And
that's
Don Lemon was there doing saying it was for
he's saying he was a journalist.
journalism.
Saying he
But
was a
if he was a
journalist.
Christian, if he's a Christian, I wonder if he knows about this verse
Right.
because it's interesting.
It is. I think that's where a lot, like I said, the tug of war is coming from
Mhm.
because, people are saying, well, and he's practicing his right to freedom of speech, um, but he's also violating other people's rights while he
Right.
does that. And
Yeah.
then if you refer to the Bible, which I got some notes to, there's just so many different ones. Corinthians 15, verse 57. Those who disrupt and destroy peace among God's people, the church will ultimately be crushed, and those who are faithful to him will be given victory through the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ. Um, the way that I understood that, and I could be completely wrong. I feel like it's almost saying like if you let this happen, then it's almost like dismembering your church.
Mhm.
It's kind of how that's kind of how I read it and
Mhm.
how I felt about it. And it's
Yeah.
like, man, that's kind of crazy to think about too. And if he's a Christian, and he is a Christian,
He says he's a Christian,
he
yeah.
says he's a Christian.
Mhm.
I just don't I just don't understand how you could be okay with that. How you could do that, march in there.
Mhm.
That's not
Mhm.
that's just not right. And like it's everywhere. I mean, there's Mark um let's see. Was it chapter 1 verses 23 through 26? There was speaking of a man disrupting Jesus while preaching, and he was an impure spirit. He had an impure spirit.
Mhm.
Um, and when it speaks on that, we were just talking about it. It was like, well, what in what way was he disrupting? Like, was it like he was there for help, or was he there to like try to stop or bash the
Mhm.
church? Like, I don't
I
know.
think the way his word, like, I think the words that he was using, because he was asking him questions, I think. And I think it was kind of like, why are we listening to this guy, you know?
Right,
Um,
right.
and I think he does actually mention God. So I don't know. It's really interesting, but
It is.
he does clean him.
Mhm, mhm. Which, I mean,
So
yeah.
it's like, oh gosh, humans are just so undeserving, aren't we? And then
Yes,
still
yes.
over and
We are
over,
we are so
God. It's like the Israelites when God's like,
yeah.
do he's like constantly like, you guys.
Like, come on.
And then we get like irritated by them when we're reading the Bible, but then we're like, that's us.
Oh yeah, for
That's
sure.
that's
Like, oh
everyone.
man, that's me, that's you, that's everybody. Like we are all so unworthy of the grace that we're given. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like
Yeah.
I think that all the time.
Yeah.
Um
So
last
even though I disagree with the reverend, the female that was
mhm,
leading that whole protest, um, that caused the disruption and all
mhm.
that. I do disagree with her, but I'm not. I she's. I mean,
She's a
we all make.
human.
Yeah, she's human.
She's
We make
human.
mistakes. I
You
mean,
can't
maybe
hate her. All you can really do is pray
pray
for
for
her
her.
at this point.
Yeah.
And that actually that's perfect to from the last. Well, I have more, but I'm not going to go through all the one. I wrote down notes,
Yeah.
and like I said, I found so many.
There is.
There's so many different different times where it speaks about it in the Bible. But Matthew chapter 5 verses 11 through 12,
Mm,
disruptions such as hecklers or protesters can be seen as an opportunity for witness and to practice loving enemies. And
mm,
we talked about that a little bit too. um, there's a little debate there because is that again you got to refer back to doing it orderly,
mm-hmm.
and so like it's like it's saying, hey, if you do this orderly and like in a professional way, I
Mm-hmm.
guess
Mm-hmm.
that's okay, but if you end up doing it, then the
Just to
people that are
create
being disrupted,
chaos.
right, just to
Yeah.
create chaos, like how I feel, and as a human, it's so hard to be like, I love these people,
Yeah.
like it's so hard to do.
The version of me that's rough around the edges.
Right,
That's
right.
hard for me to do.
Oh yeah, the like the
I
outer shell is
Yeah, me
mm-mm-mm.
3, 4 years ago, I don't think I could,
No,
honestly.
no, no.
Um,
I hold grudge. I'm getting better at not holding grudges as I get older and get more into my faith, for
I
sure.
know, isn't that amazing how
It
things
is.
like I would probably just to be honest, like if you talk trash about my family or Jesus, like I might, yeah,
Yeah,
it could
no,
get
that's
ugly. But now I'm like, I'm a lot more, calm, and I can just, hey, this guy needs some help or this woman needs some help. You know what
hmm
I mean?
I'm just so big on praying on it.
Yeah.
At like really any issue, but like for stuff like that, if it's like a tug at my heart and something that is maybe something I don't agree with, or like something happened within, I've got people from my past that I had to kind of stray away from,
Hmm.
not going down the path that I would like to have seen them go down.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I pray for them,
Hmm.
and I still have love for them,
Hmm.
and I forgive
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, you just want them to know what you know
yeah,
and to
yeah.
feel what you've
I want to
felt
see him. I want to see
from
him in
Jesus.
heaven. I want him to
Yeah.
go there.
Mhm.
I want to see him there. You
Yeah.
know, I don't, you know, and that's why I pray that for anyone else like that, that goes through stuff like that too. You know, I
Mhm.
pray that
Mhm.
they can find the light and also think that way
Yeah.
and forgive. Cause
Yeah.
man, holding a grudge is a really, really, hard thing, like on your brain. Like just, it's such an issue. Like if for you, like
Yeah.
internally, you know,
Mhm.
holding that in and like keeping that like hatred almost is
Yeah.
just so,
It's bad.
it's like poison.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
like poison.
Yep. And then it festers and it grows and yeah.
Yes. And then it just
Uh,
hardens your heart and now
mhm.
like, and then it just makes it even harder for you to be able to love that person or love those people
Yeah.
or what have you.
Yep.
Um yeah, whole
Gotta be
crazy
careful.
situation with that. That was
Yeah.
that actually kind of blew me away when I saw
Yeah.
that.
I was telling my pastor, I was like, I was angry.
Yeah.
I was angry. And,
Hmm.
um, y- now when I get angry, like it is like fleeting. It's like it passes
Hmm.
fairly quickly because I'm like, it's in God's hands.
Right.
You just like
Give it
have to
up.
what am I saying?
Kinderly.
That's not it's not a word, Christy, but, um, I don't even know what I was saying. It just, you have to remind yourself
Yes.
that it's in his hands.
Yes.
There's nothing else that you
You
could
got to
do.
give it up to him because man, you can't. It's too big for you to bear. You know, like, and that goes, and that's for everything. Like, there's so many things like everybody knows like the whole Epstein file release
Mhm.
and all this stuff, and it's like you it angers me to my
Mhm.
core to see some of this stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, but I can't really do anything about it because
Right.
I'm so like I
You're
love
so far removed from it.
I'm so
Yeah.
yes, and I like children are blessings and they are pure, and I love kids. They're just amazing,
Mhm.
and I feel like the just I'm so angry about it. It's like, but I can't. I give it to God because it's like
Mhm.
this ain't in my hands, and it's not my
Mhm.
place anyway. But
Mhm.
man, I'm telling you what, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's
It's
such a
hard.
hard thing to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes is to not be angry and give it up
Mhm.
to God, and sometimes it's not just gone. You know,
Right.
you pray on it, and you're like, Lord, please, like,
Yeah.
please help take this anger away and help those that
Mhm.
need it. And it's like you're done praying, and it's like I'm still mad.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still mad. I
Yeah.
guess I'm gonna have to pray more, but I'm
Yeah.
still mad.
We'll repeat this tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll go through it again. I was gonna
Say
say,
something.
I'm so I try to put myself so like church today. I was kind of thinking about it a little bit, and I'm like, man, how would I react if protesters busted into my church,
Mm.
cursing my church, cursing or cursing my pastor,
Yeah.
or cursing anyone that's in the church just sitting in a pew?
Yeah.
How would I react?
Mhm.
I don't think, and to be honest, I don't think I am far enough in my faith to be able to just turn the other cheek on that. I feel like I'd be trying to shove people out the door. Like I just I didn't really see much about how the people reacted, but I've been trying to
Mhm.
put myself in their shoes. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
that would be
Yeah,
uh,
the thing is you can react differently when you're there alone as an adult versus you're alone or you're there with your children.
yes. Right. Right.
And I did read, and I'm not sure what, like, nobody ever knows what's true. And I don't know how much
Yeah.
I want to dig into this because I'm not like a journalist. So
Right.
it's not like, you know, but I did read that there were children in the basement. And then when people were trying to, like, they don't know what's going on or
No.
what the plans are of these people. So
No.
they're like trying to get to their kids, but they were blocking the hallway to
Oh
get to the
man.
kids.
Oh man.
That's a good way to get yourself
Ooh, that's a good way
put
to
in harm's way
good way. It's a
because,
good way to lose teeth.
yeah.
I
Hope you like dentures, but
yeah, yeah, because and I mean I know that sounds crude, but
yeah.
man, that someone's trying to cut me off from getting to my children.
And you don't know what they're doing. Are they kidnapping them? Are they hurting
What are
them?
they doing? Right. I don't know these
Well,
people.
I guess they, again, we don't know. So allegedly they were yelling at some of the, like, to the kids, like, your parents of this or that
Oh,
or
that's
whatever.
insane to me.
And
It's insane to me.
that's kind of the stuff that happens with, during protests if you're on the other side, which is crazy because the protesters are mad that ICE is mistreating people, but then
Right.
they're mistreating anyone else that doesn't agree with
It's
them.
hypocrisy.
And you can't do this. There's always going to be a bad apple in any group,
For sure.
So you can't just be like, oh, this group, okay, this actually happened to me, so I'm going to use it as a reference. A group of ladies that were not the same race as me giving me a hard time
Mhm.
and saying very racial things to me. And I was just like, well, these people got issues, But I didn't then go and be like, you're all
You're
this.
all the worst. Right.
Right. It
Right.
was just the couple within the group of them that were like really horrible.
Right.
And you can't just pick
No.
one person and say like they're all like
No.
this.
No, like, yeah, for
And I don't
sure.
know I don't know if a baby was pepper spray. I don't know
Right, who knows?
anything.
I don't know
All
about
I
that.
know is like I would not take my baby
To a
anywhere,
protest, especially.
and I would not be an agitator. I would not impede in
No.
investigations
Nope.
because as far as I remember, that's always been a felony.
Yes.
So
Yes.
I don't want,
Absolutely.
you know.
I don't want that. I'm not dealing with it.
The point is, I guess, is like you can't be upset that they're treating people a certain way if that's what you think is happening, and then treat people that same way.
It's hypocrisy. It is. You can't like see one bad apple. You can't see like, okay, I'm not saying every like person that is an ICE agent or a operative, whatever they're called, I can't say that they're all great men. I don't know
Right?
them.
Yeah.
So there
Yeah.
probably are some out there that are kind of cruel. I'm sure there are.
Hmm.
You can't, but out of how many? You can't hate a whole group of people because one person or two
Hmm.
people or, X amount, whatever percent,
Hmm.
it is not good or nasty or mean or whatever, violent. Like, I just, that mind process, like, I can't even process that because it's, I guess, and everyone's different, but man, I
Yeah.
don't understand that. Like, I
Yeah.
can't, I can't imagine hating a whole group of people because you saw like 4 videos that made you mad and now all of them are
Yeah.
terrible people. Like,
Yeah. That's
what?
like, I don't like, I'm sure not everyone's like, well, I hate these protesters because that one's doing
Right.
this or that or whatever. You're just like, well, then, but look at these people over here. They're just standing with their sign
Freedom of
and,
speech.
just doing the normal things, not the more aggressive things.
Right. I
Um,
think there, when it comes to like protesting and stuff like that, there's definitely a way, like, again, order, right?
mhm.
Like, you can't be like getting in someone's face, spitting in their face,
Ugh,
which is
that's an
already, that
offense.
I was going to say, that's a charge right there.
Mhm.
So it's like,
But they're getting away. They're being very lenient with these people with what they're doing.
yeah, and
It's
that's
crazy.
another thing. Think about that. I mean, yeah, you
You're
like, you
lucky
see,
they're not all.
yeah, they're like, they're not getting hit with rubber bullets every 5
Yeah.
seconds. I mean, I just like, you go to a protest, you protest. I don't think I've ever I've never been involved in a protest, but the way I could imagine I would be in a protest is, yeah, make a sign, make my voice heard, and that's it.
Mhm.
I'm not there to go and start agitating and like
Inciting
nudging and
violence and
inciting people
yeah.
and pushing it to that limit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, it's such a, there's like evil in there somewhere. Like,
Mhm.
when,
Mhm.
because man, if you've seen some of the videos, like,
Mhm.
there's the
Mhm.
pure hatred coming out of these people's mouths.
Well, and I'm not even going to blame it on the people. I'm going to
No,
blame it on the media and
yeah,
what
oh yeah,
they push
oh
to
my
it. They are trying
gosh,
so hard to
oh my
divide us, and
gosh.
some people are letting them.
Yes, a lot of people,
It's
sadly,
crazy.
the media is so bad, and they love taking snippets of things and
Mm.
and just
Mhm.
like they love twisting up the narrative
Yeah.
to make people angry at other people. They
Yeah.
love that. They love it when people are mad at each
Yeah.
other.
And in one of those verses we read, it's like he's not for confusion.
No.
Confusion is of the devil.
Yeah.
And this media stuff and twisting
Oh
videos and
yeah.
words and everything else, that's confusion.
Hmm.
And not good, guys. We
No.
cannot let those things control us. And let's not forget that it's humanity. Like,
Yeah.
God forbid, like a huge disaster happens. What goes on?
Right.
Everyone comes together.
You have to.
And are they sitting there like, wait, who did you vote for though?
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
right. Well,
crazy.
hold on a minute. Yeah, I got bandages, but wait, who did you vote for?
Like,
Nope,
do
sorry.
you support ICE or not? Like,
Yeah, like come on, man.
that's
No.
evil. Like,
No, yeah, like
but
zoom out. You know what I mean? Look at it
mhm.
as a whole.
I
Like
could never.
I
I
couldn't
think I would even struggle if even if I knew you were a horrible, like say this person was like a drug dealer and I knew they were like
not a
probably
good
caused
person.
some deaths, but they were dying.
I
I
don't think
think I would still try to save
I'm
them
not
and
gonna
I
sit
still
there
help.
and yeah, I'm not
I'm
gonna
not
sit
going to
there.
walk like, well,
I,
sorry, buddy, bye.
well, man,
If I
that
have the
stinks.
means and the capacity to help, I would.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely.
It's
That is a thing I feel like more people need to strive to be like because I mean, some people are so cruel that the
yeah,
statement you just made,
yeah,
they would be like, no, absolutely not. No,
right,
they can just die.
yeah,
Look, man, that's not up to you,
hmm
you know,
hmm
and if you have the means to help, like I have a heart where I'm gonna help you.
yeah.
I'm gonna help you.
How does it not hurt you and your heart, your soul,
Right.
seeing someone else suffer?
Oh yeah.
I can't take it.
No,
I'd
I can't either.
probably be the person over there trying to help, and I'm crying and like so
Yeah.
emotional, and I'm
Oh
like
yeah.
trying really hard to keep it together. I
Oh for
probably could
sure.
not be a nurse, I'd just be or a doctor.
Oh my gosh, it'd be so hard. I and like gosh, I like that makes me think of like the Tim Tebow Foundation and what he does and like
Oh, so
going to
hard.
some of these places and the
Mhm.
stuff that he sees and the
Yeah.
people that he helps. It's like he was talking about a kid that was born with his feet backwards and
Yeah, I
so
remember that story.
his community thought he was like cursed and he was
Yeah.
like evil or
Yeah.
demonic or something and it's like this poor child
Mhm.
did not have control over that
Right.
and you can't and God, I love Tim Tebow for what he's been doing.
Mhm.
That guy is such
I
a
know.
gem.
He
That
is.
guy is such a gem, man.
Yeah.
Helping people that can't help themselves. It is a
Right.
huge, huge thing, and the world needs
Yeah.
more of it.
Yeah, I think so.
It needs more of it. It doesn't need protests. It doesn't need church doors getting kicked in and people
Yep.
yelling at children and yelling at churchgoers on a
Right.
Sunday during
Right.
Mass.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just said that in one of my videos. Like, we are focused on the wrong things in life.
Yes,
Like, humans, we're
everybody
just
is.
focused on the wrong things.
Everybody is. They are.
And
They
then I
are.
even say that, like, when I've said this before, like, you post something on social media, and if it's anything related to, like, I think you and I both have posted things about Christian persecution. How many
Yeah.
people comment or like it?
I,
I
I
can
get
count it on one hand
I get
or
yeah, I was
less.
gonna say I don't get many hits.
You post a picture of like you doing nothing. Like you're sitting there like that,
Yeah,
and they're like,
300
"Oh my
likes.
God,
Wow, look at that.
you're amazing."
That's incredible. Oh
But
my
that's
gosh. Wow.
I mean, and you're worth people being like, "Oh, hey, Jake, I love you, man."
Right,
But it's like, can
but
we not put the same energy and
right.
focus into things that matter? I
Things that
don't get it.
matter. Yeah, like I shared the other day on Facebook. I shared a picture of a cross from when I was 16. I posted it on Facebook and I talked to you about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really cool that that popped up on my Facebook and I'm like, "Oh, that's awesome." So I shared it. And I don't know, I haven't checked, but I really don't think I got a lot of hits on that.
Yeah.
But like you said, I post a picture of me dropping my coffee and
Yep.
everybody's like, "Entertainment."
Your legs,
Awesome. Yeah.
you tripped, and they're like, "Perfect."
They're like, "Oh, this is great. Share, 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 share."
Yeah.
Like
Like I've now
everyone's
gone viral over nothing.
and now I'm viral because I tripped.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And yeah,
Yeah.
people are so focused on things that don't matter, man. Like I
Mhm.
said, zoom out. The bigger picture is we're all humans.
Mhm.
We're here to love. Like that is what we're here to do.
Mhm. And
We're
bring people to
we're
Christ.
and bring people to Christ,
Yeah.
show them love, show them the
Yeah.
love of Christ.
Mhm.
Like that's what we're here to do. That I fully
Yeah.
believe that that's like our purpose as
Mhm.
humans.
I
And
agree.
to like get all caught up in politics and to get caught up in in social media and in different aspects of life when then it and
Superficial things.
yes to be
Mhm.
so hyper focused on that and not even think like to be a protester like how would you even feel in your heart busting into a church? I couldn't imagine doing that.
Well, some of them get paid, so
I
I'm
Yeah,
not
oh yeah.
sure they're actually.
Yeah, they're on a
Oh, it's
payroll.
so awful.
Some of them
Is
are
that
on a payroll.
illegal? That should be illegal. I don't know.
It probably is, but that kind of stuff just kind of gets
Oh,
under the rug.
yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, there's definitely an agenda or like a motive, I think, in some cases,
Yeah, yeah,
for the media to
yeah,
drive a narrative
yeah,
to
yeah.
push it one way or the other.
You can use your same word usage for that. Zoom out.
Zoom out. Yeah, zoom out. Look at the bigger picture.
Yeah,
there
yeah.
there there is so much more to it than,
Hmm.
but like nowadays people are just so, I don't want to be mean, but they're just so like, what's a good way of putting it? I don't want to say they're like
Stupid.
stupid. They're dumb. They're like they're on like
We're stupid too.
autopilot.
I'm also
Yeah, like
dumb
I'm
and
not I'm
stupid,
not a
but
genius by any means, but like I'm just saying, like some people, like they see it and then they react to it immediately, do zero research, zero reading, and
mm,
there's
mm,
like, it's just, I see that. Wow, I don't like that. Now I don't like that guy because of this. With
yeah,
zero reading, zero anything, looking
yeah.
into anything, zero looking into the
Oh yeah.
Bible,
How do
you
you?
know?
Anyone can say anything about anyone, and
Yep.
then you're just supposed to believe that person.
Right. Right. I mean, come on.
Anyone can say something about me, but you know me, and you'd be like, "Wait a minute,
That's not
that's not
true.
true."
That's not
And if
true.
you didn't know me, you'd be like, "What? Well, how do I know? I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
wouldn't know.
her."
I don't know her, so
This
I
isn't rocket science.
right again,
You
and
can't
that's
just judge people based off of whatever other people tell you.
right.
Um,
Right. That's a crazy
I mean,
thing.
you can judge them based off of. Well, I mean, you're not supposed to judge, but you can use discernment about your thoughts and feelings
Yeah.
and whatever. Um, if you were
Actions.
given that capability
Right.
from God,
And like you
but
said, it's not our place to judge, but like I feel like it's definitely our place to recognize these
mm,
things,
yeah, yeah.
and acknowledge them and kind of bring them to the light and try to show people like I wish everyone could just be on the same page and be like, man, this world's a stage.
Yeah,
This world's a stage.
yeah. We'll
The,
just all tip our top hats.
yeah. I mean, come on. Like, the media will do anything to try to split people up. And as far as the church protest goes, it's like, to me that's where I think it's just drawing the line, because
Hmm.
these people they're praying. Some of these people might be going through really hard times, and going to church is helping their heart and soul heal,
Yeah.
and then you bust in and disrupt that.
Kids
you
are
know
scared, and
yeah,
um,
that's big. That
yeah, I can say like you can attack my thoughts, my opinions, my political views. You can, and it's whatever. I don't care.
Mhm.
Attack my Jesus.
No, no, I'm not okay with that.
Can't do that.
I'm not
Sorry,
okay with
buddy.
that. I'm not okay with that. Don't
Yeah,
attack my spirituality.
yeah.
Don't attack my soul.
Hmm.
And like that's like what I just said, man. I put myself in those shoes, like in church today, thinking like, what if protesters busted in here right now? How would I react to that?
Yeah.
And I'd like to think that I would just be able to pray it out and be peaceful, but
Yeah.
I also have my son in church with me, and so
Hmm.
I got to react in a way that I,
You're
to be an
protecting him.
example, but I got to
Hmm.
protect as well. So it's
Hmm.
like, two different
Hmm.
ways of thinking there. It's like I got to protect my son, but I
Yeah.
also got to set an example for my son. And I just, again, churches have been getting shot up.
Hmm.
Christians have been being persecuted.
Well, and I wonder, they're lucky because some churches you go into, they're not going to respond so kindly.
No, because they don't know what
Um,
you're there to do necessarily.
right. Depending on states, there's certain states where everyone's packing.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
know what I
yeah. Oh,
mean?
yeah.
And if they feel threatened or anything, like it can get pretty sketchy, which that's a little extreme. I mean, there's people in there, you don't want things going flying
Of
and
course
injuring
not.
people.
Of
So
course
it's,
not. But that's true, though.
yeah.
That's true. I mean, like, the world is such a twisted place nowadays that, like, and I was talking to one of my friends about this the other day. Like, it's almost frightening to go to events because you
Mm,
don't know if there's going to be someone that decides to snap and just want to take lives.
hmm.
And so for me, it's like I live in this like kind of fear in the back, and I try not to, and I pray on
Hmm.
it. And it's like I don't want to live in fear, but the way the world goes now, there's a lot of
Yeah.
fear. And when you mix fear with especially after churches have been shot up, you mix that with fear and then have people kick in the doors of your church, or I'm not saying, I don't know exactly if they kicked it, but
Right.
busting into the church and
Right.
protesting. How are you going to think? How are you going to react? How are you going
Mhm.
to like gauge the
Mhm. Mhm.
situation?
Yeah.
Because you're, you're seeing all this stuff that's happening and you're seeing all these terrible things. And how do you know that that person isn't armed? Or how do you
Right.
know those
Right.
people aren't coming and trying to be violent?
Yeah.
You don't know. It could be a
Yeah. I
radical
mean,
group.
their rhetoric was pretty
Yeah,
violent. The
it seems
loud
pretty,
screaming and
and that's terrible to scare
chanting.
children like that too. That's
Mhm.
crazy to me,
Mhm.
man. I don't care
Yeah.
what you're
I couldn't
protesting.
even tell you, Jake, how I'd respond. Like I've told you before, I'm rough around the edges. So I'm
Right.
like, I don't know.
I don't
I,
know
uh,
either.
I don't know. It's like my initial instinct is anger. I
For
must
sure.
be just mad that people think they could do stuff like this.
For sure.
Um, and it's not, you know, yeah, they posted on there wherever, like people were saying, well, they posted it's open invitation to come. Yeah, it's open invitation to come worship.
Yeah.
Every
Oh,
church says
right.
that because
Every
every
church is
church
that
welcomes people and they want
open
new
door.
followers of Christ. So
Yes.
don't act like we don't know that's what that is.
Yeah.
And
Come on. That's just
it's not an
ridiculous.
open invitation to come and start scaring people and like
Disrupting your
disrupting
disrupting your
service.
worship, disrupting your service. That
It's
is an
crazy.
yeah, that's insane that they spun that around. Well, they said open invitation, yeah, to come into the church and
Crazy.
be part of our
Yeah.
mass. Yeah, to
Yep.
come in and sit in on a sermon. Yeah, for sure. It's not an invitation to bring a group of violent people. Well, whatever they were doing, yelling,
Verbally
screaming,
violent.
shouting
Yeah.
verbally. Yeah.
At least. I
Like,
don't know
I don't
what
know.
else.
Yeah. And again, that's the thing. You don't know nowadays. Like, I feel like the way I would have reacted is I would have got my family and tried to dip out the back door because
Mhm.
I don't know what these people are trying to do.
Yeah.
But
Or at least like here you Tori,
get them
Jakai,
out.
get out
Get
of here.
them out.
I'm gonna, in case anyone needs anything here, I'm
Yeah, I'll
gonna
be
stay and try
here.
to be a protector of my
Of
church
course.
and the
You're
body
not
of
burning my
Christ that
church
is
down.
here. Right.
Right.
It's hard to tell what you would do in any given situation until
It
you're
is
in it.
until
And
you're in it.
hopefully you don't have to be in one of those situations,
Yeah, no,
honestly. But
I pray that no one has to be in that kind of situation.
yeah.
Because like we just said, you don't know how you're going to react. You don't know how the people coming into the church are going to
I,
react. So
I
how are
don't
you supposed to?
that's why I would never do. I don't know how these people are going to react if I ever went into a church and did something like that.
Right.
I could be injured or
Oh yeah.
worse.
Or worse.
Like I
Or worse.
is it worth that? I don't think so.
I don't think
I just don't
so.
think so.
I don't think so
You could still
because
get your point across protesting outside.
you could. People are going to have to walk out of the church.
Yeah.
They're going to have to leave it if you really feel the need to protest, which that is your right.
Mhm.
It should be done orderly, and I don't think disrupting mass is an orderly way to get your point
Yeah.
across.
Yeah.
You could, they could have waited outside. I'm not saying, don't protest because that
Mhm.
would be, I'd be a hypocrite because I believe in the Constitution. I believe that you have a right to freedom of speech and freedom to do those types of things.
Right.
But, there's ways to go about it
Mhm.
where it's lawful and makes sense. Like
Mhm.
you don't go in and try to strip other people's rights to worship away from them by disrupting it.
Right.
I don't, it's such a twisted deal. It's such a
Yeah.
twisted deal and a dangerous deal because
Yeah.
you just it's been a wild last couple of years,
Mhm.
especially for Christians or churches or really just churches alike, people
Yeah, it's
worshiping.
a tax. Everyone wants to say, it's good versus evil. Well, what do we consider that?
Right. Right.
I don't,
What
you just
what
make up your own mind, I guess. But it's just,
exactly? Like
I
what's
know how
good
I
and what's
feel.
evil, right?
Uh,
The
I don't know.
Bible will
Just
tell
choose
you.
kindness first. Even if you
Right,
don't
right.
understand someone and you're upset about their way of thinking or handling something, you don't know enough. I have
Mm-mm.
a conversation. I guarantee something. If you people just sit down and actually talk, like
Right.
we have way more in common than we don't.
Yes. I was going to say you probably agree on a lot more things than you
Yeah,
would like to believe.
right.
And that's, like I'm such a big like advocate for just like talking things out.
Hmm.
And again, like yeah, it could have been a conversation.
Yeah.
Uh,
Maybe he would have talked to you.
maybe he would have just talked to you. Maybe you could have,
explain his side,
yeah, maybe you could have
and you could still
expressed,
not agree, but
right, but there's
at
a way.
least there's some humanity there then, and you're not just
Yes,
thinking of him as this awful person. And
right,
he has a family. Well, I don't know
right.
that for sure, but like
Well,
people well, he has a
he has
family.
family.
Maybe he doesn't have, a
Don't know if
wife
he
and
has
kids,
kids or
but
whatever, but
mm,
he definitely has family. Yeah,
mhm.
and
And it
we and everyone, well,
most.
most have family and people that care about them and love them, and like, so already like a lot of people have that in common.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like I don't understand why it's so hard to just talk
yeah,
and have a conversation.
yeah. Free will's crazy, isn't it?
It is crazy. I mean, definitely makes things interesting here on Earth.
My gosh.
It definitely makes things interesting, and like, I don't know. I mean, I didn't want to see like
Sorry, I'm
about to
sneezing.
sneeze. Give it a sneeze.
I'm allergic to this stuff.
I'm allergic to this
Um,
nasty stuff.
sorry. Yeah, I think we should just, I don't know, just continue to pray on it.
Yeah.
This is what irritates me too about this whole thing is like everyone thinks they need to be so hush hush and quiet. Don't say this or that because then some people are going to think you're on this side or that side or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
And everyone turns everything into a political thing.
Right.
In my eyes, there's good and bad people everywhere, right?
Oh yeah.
And there's one good, and it's Jesus Christ,
Yep. There's one
our
perfect
Lord and
person.
Savior. And that's like, focus on that. Yes, you're going to have opinions about things. And I don't think you have to be quiet about those opinions. I don't.
No.
Some people choose to, some people don't.
Right.
They want to voice their opinions.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And I don't know. They're just opinions, man.
Right. They're just opinions. I mean,
Oh my gosh.
God, I don't understand why people get so caught up on that, like, because I don't disagree with the way someone lives or the way someone does something doesn't mean that like I'm going to stand outside your house or kick in your door
Yeah.
and yell at you about it.
Right.
I just don't get it. I try to, and I've been praying on it too. And yeah, there's good and there's evil, and then there's like, left and right when it comes to politics. And for some reason nowadays, nobody is willing to meet in the middle. Nobody is willing to like just be in the gray area. If you voted for this guy, you're this way. If you don't like this person, you're this way. There's no middle ground anymore. Everything's just being completely put
On media. I
on
do
media.
think any
On
normal
media.
people you meet, it's
Yes.
not so much
Yes,
that.
but like it's
And I think a
portrayed.
lot of people are now seeing like, well, just anyone who's elite or has money or politicians, like
I'm sorry, but
those it gets corrupted
it
easily.
gets very corrupted very easily.
And it doesn't matter which side you're on. So
No, it doesn't. That's
it's,
why like I don't even talk like politics anymore. Like I'd rather talk about Jesus, for sure, because politics to me are just something that humans made that isn't isn't necessarily from God. Like I don't think God said, "Hey, you have to have a president and you have to have a bunch of elites that run the country."
a bunch of elites. No, yeah.
I mean,
he does a point like
right, like
he picks and
leaders,
chooses, but the thing is the people start choosing, and then things go haywire. But when God, what did he say? I don't remember where in the Bible. Maybe I could find it and put it in the notes. But he does say, "You chose someone to lead you.
right?
You didn't ask me who should lead you."
Right.
So now there's problems.
Absolutely. Yeah. Oh, of course.
I'm just kind of summing that up, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
So I think that's just a general reminder to make sure every choice you're making, just make sure you go to God first.
Right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. I mean, and it's kind of hard. Like it's hard to do. Sometimes you forget. Like, and I'm guilty of that myself. Like I forget sometimes that like before I just jump to doing something, no matter what it is, like I should probably take it to God first, depending on what it is, and really not depending on what it is, but basically and everything, really,
even the smallest,
the smallest
thing.
But
we do forget. We're normal. We're just,
well, we're humans, and so like we're not every step I take,
every move I make,
right?
Are you watching me?
That's God.
Yeah. Who wrote that? Original author,
Mr. Jesus. Is there a Mr. Christ here?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think we can stop. I stop it here and just do a prayer over it. And
Yeah, and just that's about
I
where
don't
we're at. That's all we
know.
can do. That's
That's
all we
all.
can do is pray on it.
Yeah.
All we can do is pray on it and
All right.
talk about it, you
Let's
know.
let's try something different. I'm gonna start a prayer, and then you want to finish it.
Yeah.
This is a huge topics that we've been talking about, and yeah, I
Yeah.
just feel like us both saying a couple words would be kind of cool,
I
something
like that.
different.
I
All
like
right.
that.
All right. Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for bringing us together yet again today. I hope that people can really connect with this episode and see that we're just trying to be more genuine ourselves and the people that Christ has called us to be, speaking about his love for us and for everyone around the world. And I hope it can continue to bring us together instead of dividing us, and that we can see that, he's working in our lives and in the world as much as possible to bring more people to him. And
Lord, I like to say that I pray that everybody that is in a gray area or struggling right now with trying to pick a side, I guess you could say, I just like to pray for those people and pray that people can see the bigger picture and more people can go to you instead of going to their human feelings. Lord, I pray that you can bless us all, watch over us all, and protect us. Lord, I pray for our children. I pray for those struggling, and I thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to speak. I pray that you let people understand that when we do these videos, it's strictly just to speak about things that we find near and dear in our hearts and souls, and they need to be spoke about. Lord, I pray you can just continue to watch over us and help us have a voice and show through us. um God, I'm so thankful for everything that you've given us, and we need you, and everybody needs you, and I pray those that don't seek you can find you and they can make it to the promised land. Lord, that's what I pray in your
right.
name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. I like that prayer.
Yeah, it
I
was
like
good.
splitting it up
It
with
was a
people.
good
Yeah.
split up. I like that. Never done that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like that.
All right. See you next time.
We will see you again.